going on to all of my Taurians out there. So please make sure to get the book at Amazon or BarnesandNoble.com. The link will be in the description box below as usual. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share the video. Really appreciate all of the love that y'all have been coming through here in general. Right, just the zodiac signs in general coming through, giving me a lot of views, and really just kind of really supporting me, really making sure that I actually get the views and stuff like this. Appreciate it. So all right, so without further ado, let's get into it for the Taurus. I'll put on the light a little bit later. I just don't want the light to burn out, midway through or anything like that, right? So I actually turn on the lights later in the video. So the cards that I come up with are the I am available to do personal readings today. Prices are in the description box below. All right, and don't trip about the prices as well. They're still pretty cheap compared to other people, right? So I'm not trying to hurt y'all pockets and stuff. The Eight of Coins, the Knight of Spears, the Six of Coins, the Four of Spears, the Four of Coins, Ten of Spears, the Star card, Ten of Swords. This is for Taurus, by the way. The Hermit, the Empress. Very interesting, kind of like Gemini. Seven of Swords, Five of Swords. Okay, different. Six of Swords, the Queen of Spears, and last but not least, you have the Ace of Cups to end it off. So, pretty good. Kind of like Gemini, but not really, because there's a lot of cards that change the face of it. So, what I'm seeing here for the Taurus is the Eight of Coins, Knight of Spears, Six of Coins, right? If you can see it, great. Like I said, I'll turn the light on a little bit later. Don't worry. I just don't want it to burn out halfway through. And my videos are kind of around the 20-minute mark. So the Eight of Coins, Knight of Spears, okay? Six of Coins. What I'm seeing here for you overall is get a general idea. I'm seeing how a lot of you Taurians are learning to be more, how do I say this? Let me show y'all what it is I'm talking about. This is someone coming towards you. Excuse me. This is someone that came towards you that you was like, nah, you good. You didn't want to have anything to do with. It's not that you wasn't necessarily interested in them. You just politely turned them down. Hey, no thanks. I appreciate it, but no thank you. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. So yeah. So they came at you, let you know that they're interested. A lot of you Taurans was like, hey, no thank you. I appreciate it. No thanks. Which is the right way to turn down somebody, right? If you're not interested in someone, you don't waste their time and then, you know what I mean, and make it seem as if you're interested and then you ghost them or something like this. That's lame. That's whack. And it says something about a person's character who does that in the first place, right? It means that they're scared to be in a relationship, but the silence is they're using the silence as a weapon against the person who's getting ghosted on, because it means that in that condition, it means that the person is doing something so well that this person is going to end up kind of losing control. That's what it means. So the Four of Wands and the Four of Coins. This is about how it is that a lot of you Taurians as well. Also, you're concentrating on your own home life. You're concentrating on your family members, the people whom you may be genetically related to. Also, friends, people who you consider a part of your family. And you're also thinking about your money, right? Making the right decisions as far as for your bottom line when it comes to the check. So a lot of you Taurians are thinking about real, I'll say not real, but a lot of you Taurians are thinking about tangible things, right? Regular earth sign stuff. I'm a Virgo. So it's about thinking So this so far, a lot of you Taurans are thinking about real earthbound stuff: food, good friends, good or I say good company, good, you know what I mean? Good food. Taurus stuff: good food, good company, good. No, excuse me. Good food, good and good company. In that order, only in that order. So the thing is that the Ten of Spears represents you not having the time or the tolerance for the BS. And it's under the Eight of Coins. So this is about you just don't have the time for the BS. You don't have time for anyone right now who's trying to make it seem as if they're interested, regardless of whether or not they're really being truthful. I'm seeing that you just don't have the time for it. The Star card and the Ten of Swords represent maybe in the future you will, but it seems to me as if a lot of the Taurans may even secretly have a secret love interest, so to speak, right? Where you imagine this person in your mind of what an individual who is that one that you would like to be in a relationship with would be. And the thing is that it seems to me as if you haven't necessarily met this person yet. And then you have the Ten of Swords, which represents, you know, you're just thinking about this. You're thinking about this. You're thinking about these two cards. You're thinking about how it is that this person that represents the Hermit in this certain situation betrayed you. Look at how it says traitor at the top. So this is about how you may have tried to do the best that you can in a relationship and things didn't necessarily work out. If this might have been a Virgo, because the Hermit does represent Virgo as far as the zodiac sign in particular, doesn't necessarily have to be an actual Virgo, but the person may have Virgo traits. That can kind of be a situation, because there is a Taurus and Virgo can work well, but the problem is the control issues that Taurus may have. And there's a mythology on that. The mythology is Demeter and Gaia, basically, right? The earth, where Gaia is the earth and Demeter is the offspring of Gaia, right? As far as the pantheon and stuff like this, right? Of spirits and things of this nature, right? You know, mythology. So basically, the story says that the mythology is that this relationship can end up being kind of overly controlling to the point where it can, let me move this down, to the point where it can get combative. Taurus kind of has to watch out for trying to protect the Virgo or trying to control the relationship or of where the Virgo is going, right? To the point, or what's happening with the Virgo, to the point where it becomes smothering. Again, I've known Taurus people throughout my life. Love them, but there's a certain point in which when they love you and stuff like this, they can get a little bit smothering. And then now it's like, listen, I'm a Virgo, let me live. This is what I'm supposed to do. Virgos rule experience. Virgos rule timelines of experience. That's what Virgo is. Virgo rules timelines, experiences, history, things that happens. Actually taking something from some sort of idea and then actualizing it, right? Doing something with it. That Aries, you see what I mean? Actually doing something. And the thing is that learning from the experience is what Virgo is. But you have to experience, right? Which is also Aries traits, and there's a whole mythology on that. But anyway, Aries with Virgo. But the thing is that you kind of have to watch out for that, right? I'm not saying that this is what it is that you did, but it could have been. Or this person could have just been crazy and was manipulative from the very beginning, and a lot of you Taurans just wasn't down with it. You end up breaking up with them. The Empress, you're off to your own thing, doing your own thing, putting this person, right, that represents this Hermit who thinks they have all these types of tricks behind you, the Seven of Swords. Now you're in a situation where what it is that you're looking for is You're looking for people who, not this person, right? You're not looking for clumsy. You know what it is more of what you want. You're not looking for this person that represents the Seven of Swords, trickster figure, people who have that type of trickster, hustler, shyster mentality, right? A Huxtable, you know what I mean? The word Huxtable, wink, wink, hint, hint. A word Huxtable is a hustler. Do the knowledge to that. Anyway, for all those Cosby fans, you know what it is I'm talking about. Cosby's name was Huxtable on the show. The word Huxtable means hustler. Anyway, so the Five of Swords represents you know where it is that you felt powerless, and you've learned from your mistakes, and you know what not to do to feel powerless ever again. The Six of Swords, this being a situation for you where you've completely let this person go, sailed off, and now you are 100% submerged in your own business, and whatever else comes into your scope of recognition of reality, right? Whatever it is that you take upon yourself to actually get done is what's important to you. You're not wondering about the people from the past who has tried to manipulate and control you. The Queen of Spears is, it's going to be very interesting to see who can offer someone that pretty much has everything. And then the Ace of because if you see Daenerys on this card, because if you watch the Game of Thrones, you know who this is. Daenerys is essentially a queen, and Daenerys pretty much has everything. So it's like Daenerys gains so much, so much territory, dragons, soldiers, jewels, gold, came a long way. And the things that the Ace of Cups represents, how the only thing that people can offer you at this point is real deal love. But to my Taurus, I don't want to necessarily break your heart, because the Taurians are the lovers of the zodiac. Wink, wink, hint, hint. But that's to be honest with you, but you know how Taurians love honesty. That's going to be difficult. That's going to be difficult to achieve. If this is what it is that you're missing, which is the only thing that someone can offer you now is straight up love, that's going to be a hard one. And the reason why I'm telling you that is because most people, I've been saying it in many of my videos because I can prove this. Matter of fact, hold on. I actually have a piece of evidence that I can actually prove this. I ain't got a cap about anything. So this is the book right here. I'm almost finished with it, but I'm going to go ahead and explain to you what it is I was talking about. Remember how it is that I was saying that what the problem with most people that they have is most people end up getting themselves into a situation where they say that they really want love, but their head and their heart don't necessarily match up. Listen to this. It says right here, it says that thinking and feeling must stop being antagonistic states or having mere sporadic encounters, and must collaborate for the transformation or the emancipation from the state of lethargic laziness, dementia, in which a people of this fluid modernity are submerged. What does that mean? Meaning, I just proved everything that I was just talking about many a times. The problem that a lot of people tend to have is, and it says it right here, and the problem that most people tend to have is they saying that they want love. So what are you doing? So why are you wasting time? Why are you wasting someone else's time? It's okay if you want to go ahead. Let's clarify the Ace of Cups. It's okay if you want to go ahead and waste other people's time. If you want to waste your own time, just be by yourself when you're doing it. But why is it that you're trying to waste other people's time? If you're not interested in someone, just simply say, hey, listen, I'm not interested. Instead, what do most people do, Taurus? They play all these games with you. And that's what enrages the Taurus. Because remember, Taurus is the bull. They see red. And Taurus can be hotheads. Fun fact for y'all. Especially when they're young. So the cards that I come up with are the Shango, Ogun La Flambeau, Dambalo La Flambeau. So to clarify the Ace of Cups, this represents, you're gonna have to, someone is gonna have to be very straightforward and extraordinary to let you know that straight up, this is what it is that they want. They want you, they want to get to know you. That person is going to be rare. You have Shango on this card here, which represents this person is going to be divine. A part of, you know what I mean? Something that's not quite only regular about this person. Something about this person is more than that. And then the things that you have, the Ogun La Flambeau, which is another part of, the divinity, right? So it represents this person being straightforward, different, not like the others, not like the people who take up the majority of the day, right? Something mystical, right? Someone almost mystical, which to a certain extent they are. Especially letting the Taurus knows that. The Taurus is extremely intimidating. And so is Scorpio, extremely intimidating. A person who has the heart to really exchange words with a Taurus or a Scorpio, I'm telling you from personal experience, not being afraid myself, but having to go down that path, it's a life-changing experience. So the Ogun La Flambeau represents ready to not only tell you that they're interested in you, but to actually show you action. And essentially, Dambala La Flambeau, destroy the illusions, burn away the illusions. Look at the way that the serpent is, this fire-breathing dragon is, or the serpent is on the same thing on the card. Burning away the illusions, burning away all of the false stuff that they tell you about. Oh, 1 minute they cool with you, and then the next day not, or they like you or whatever, and the next day not. Being straightforward. I like you. Let's get it cracking. Do you want to go out or not? If not, it is what it is. If you do, all right, then don't switch up and don't deviate and don't act like you don't have common sense. It's going to take someone who moves like that, but that's rare. You know what I mean? So, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. I could go further, but comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Peace. Appreciate it.